It's a process of nature that's as old as the hills of the Mau forest, where it all begins, and the trees and plants that grow within it. The rain falls and down it percolates into the waterways and aquifers which form the Mara River Basin. The array of life here is spectacular, and in the wilderness, the iconic species of Africa, all there to be seen. At the heart of all this is the Mara River itself, in full flow during the short rainy season, but always dependent on the health of the Mau forest in the hills far away.
The Mau is one of the water towers within the country, and it is considered a very important water catchment area, not only for the basin but for the entire country in general.
The story has taken a new turn, as I find out. Travelling by four-wheel drive is the only way to go any distance, but in the wet season that still presents a challenge. The route across the Mara has been destroyed by floods. Foiled by the very river that we've come to film. Now this sort of thing happens in times of heavy rain, but it's being exacerbated by three things. First of all, deforestation upstream, then overgrazing downstream, and finally climate change. And we've got to find another way around. Foiled again, the rains causing delays, chaos like this becoming more frequent as the weather patterns change. You only have to look at the recent floods across the region, which have displaced thousands and have killed more than 120 in Kenya alone. And then there's drought. The Mara River nearly dried up totally earlier this year. It's never happened as far as we know, but if it did, it would be catastrophic for all that live here. We eventually make it up to the Mau forest, where evidence of deforestation is plain to see as trees give way to farmland. The forest has reduced 60% in recent years.
So there are fields like this.
WWF run a program to restore the Mara River Basin. Kevin Kajanga shows us a recently harvested cabbage field.
What we're looking at here is the effect of deforestation. This would have been a closed canopy forest if it was 2001, but after years of deforestation it has been left bare, and now what's happening is agriculture. You can actually see from the tree stumps that some of these tree stumps show you an indication that there were giant trees here, maybe 200-300-year-old cedar and olea trees, but those who have long been cleared to make way for agriculture.
But now villagers are being encouraged to take responsibility for their environment. Village rangers help patrol for illegal logging and charcoal burning. Even dead wood that's collected from the forest floor is paid for. And at the water's edge, it's locals who are monitoring aquatic life and checking the health of the river. And they know more than anyone how important it is.
Because of the climate change, you know, sometimes we experience long dry season. That is like a wake-up call to the community. They see, okay, now there's a need to protect the small rivers we have because water has no alternative.
Down on the plains, fattening up livestock has long been the Masai way. Now they're being encouraged to reduce their herd numbers and bring their animals to market earlier to eliminate overgrazing. End result, they say, better pasture and higher yields. And here, an alternative means of income, beehives, looked after by the women of the village.
This is a good thing, a way we can get some money by selling the honey. It empowers us as women and helps raise school fees for the children.
The Masai too are being encouraged to take down fences and open up their lands to more wildlife, which in itself provides tourist dollar. Not everyone here is convinced by these new ways, but the message is protecting and engaging in the environment reaps rewards for man and beast and the world we live in. Clarke, Al Jazeera,